At the beginning of this year, if you told me I was already making a video like this halfway through the 2024 season, I would be disappointed, but not shocked by any means, although I predicted them to be 11-6 in the regular season. I was worried about the regression on the roster, and it was a concern that I hopefully ignored, so it is no surprise to see where they are at. How the Cowboys handled this offseason, in my opinion, directly correlates to how they've been playing on the field, getting to a record of 3-5. There have been caustic micro failures adding up since the offseason, whether it's not finding a way to retain talent, delaying contracts, being passive in the market, and now this loss seems to be the straw that broke the Cowboys' back. Dak said it best. That is the best description for this team. They simply just suck. They sucked when Dak was at QB, and I highly doubt it they will be any better after his injury. Just in this game alone, they showcased their identity, which is struggling to not have pre-snap penalties, struggling to run the football, struggling to block one of the worst pass rushes in the league, struggling to stop the run, to stop miscommunication, and to stop the play action. There's so many little details that the Cowboys struggle with that pair with vital injuries leading to why they suck. The blame goes all around, and frankly, I'm just repeating myself now week to week. The Cowboys on paper still have life. But to me, this season now has turned into a developmental year. Jerry's plan this whole time was to rely on young players to win this year, but that has not been turning out. So now the only hope that I can see in this year is for it to develop these younger players, making them more impactful and consistent next year, and giving the front office an opportunity to self-scout this roster, seeing what they have from top to bottom. They need Carson, Beebe, Tyler Guyton, Demarion Overshown, Tolbert, Brooks, and many more to keep developing, then reevaluate, hit the draft, and hopefully get players that can make an impact right away. I would also love some free agent signings, but as we know with the history of Jerry in the front office, that's not looking too promising. So that's precisely why the Cowboys' hope for the future lays in the young players' hands. I genuinely don't see them winning too many more games, but who knows? It won't be the first time I was wrong, but I would highly doubt it. One of the reasons being because of the looming question that gets larger every week with every loss. Is a coaching change going to happen? However you feel about Mike, you got to give him credit for the past 3 years. Yes, I know the playoff failures were there, and the last playoff game was atrocious. But when is the last time the Cowboys have made the playoffs 3 years in a row? Never, since I've been alive. So give him some credit. But presently, this team has regressed so badly, and Mike does not seem to have an answer to stop the bleeding. Will they make a coaching change? I don't know. Either way, the candidates will always be out there. And if Jerry does pull the trigger, he has to hit on it. Because the reality is he's not getting any younger, and a rebuild will just not cut it. Overall, that's all I want to say. Simply put, the Cowboys right now just suck. And it might be time to look to the future. A future that needs players to develop, players to get healthy, and crucial, effective front office decisions. With all that being said, watch them beat the Eagles next game. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Peace.